Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew Brazell, and I'm here alongside my colleague Keaton Hipsher, and we are here introducing the beginning of the 2018-2019 Harding varsity basketball season on Marion City Schools television. So, Keaton, before the tip-off, what do you think are the big factors of today's game?
Well, we are definitely a smaller team, obviously, as you can see. Hopefully we can use our speed for them. There's a 6'3 center.
Yeah, we have a 6'3 center. That's Ryan Cutler, and we also have a 6'4 guard, Nick Brannion. So let's see how Harding matches up against the length of Olentangy Orange. Starting with the ball is point guard Bryson Lane. Bryson will bring it in, kicks it back out to number 11, Ryan Cutler. Back to Bryson Lane in the corner, and then a shot by the three-pointer for Andre Irvin. Dejon Smith brings the ball up. He'll try to get his offense going as he needs to take a bigger step this year. Him and Gary Money are going to have some big shoes to fill to try to get this Harding team jump-started. Wayne Stevens, another senior. He's going to be relied on heavily this year.
Dejon with the shot.
And it falls short, rebounded by number 10, Bryson Lane. He pushes it up, and a good move by Bryson Lane for another bucket for the Orange.
Dejon Smith bringing the ball up.
You know, it's going to be hard for Harding. That's going to be the key to try to stop Lane getting into the drive. Gary Money dribbling it in. Has Aiden Rich coming around the cut. Aiden Rich looking for an open Lane Stevens.
Lane needs to start being a little bit more aggressive, just try to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's see what Dejon Smith can do here with the ball. So this is a good offense going for Harding, you know, taking some valuable time off. We're going to need to be able to score off it. Elijah Arnold, another junior, starting for Marion Harding this year. We're going to get the ball back into a guard's hands with a double screen coming. Let's see.
Looks like
Gary,
they're about to try to
Gary's
trap.
going to trap. He has an open guy. Elijah Arnold's shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by number 11, Ryan Cutler. And bringing the ball up is Andre Irvin. And as a foul, and that is a bucket for Nick Brannion. Let's see if Brannion can go to the line and convert this and one. You know, not the start Harding's looking at right now, is it, Keaton?
No. They need to get back. They're getting beat off the transition after their missed shot.
And that foul was committed by number 5, Elijah Arnold. Let's see if Brannion can put this one in. And the free throw's no good.
Oh.
But
you can't get the rebound.
Orange gets the offensive rebound. And a good take again by Irvin as Orange has the early lead 9-0. Dejon Smith, let's see if he can do something on this offensive possession as it's a must-score possession for the Presidents. Lynn Stevens drives baseline, really uses that strength, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Lane Stevens. What do you think about that call, Keaton?
I do not think that was a good call. It should have been a blocking by far, but he might have lowered the shoulder. I can't really tell from up here.
Yeah, I think there was a little shoulder. He really initiated the contact. So, as here we are, Bryson Lane bringing the ball up. And talking to a few of the players, the scouting report was to keep him off the drive. So, as you can see, he's a really quick kid, and we're going to try to keep him off the drive today. Again, Andre Irvin with the ball. Maybe a foul, but it's a steal by the Presidents. Dejon Smith leading it up in transition. Shot by Smith is no good.
Man, Harding is not. None of their buckets are falling.
Yeah, we're going to need a shot to fall if we're going to win a shot in this game. And that's number 3, Luke Ballinger. And his shot is short. It's going to say President's Bowl.
They're definitely looking to drive this game.
Yeah, right now we're sitting at 9-0. And we really need a bucket on this possession. As Dejon Smith controls the offense, he's going to get the ball to Gary Money. And Stevens in the corner. And that's a good screen action by the Presidents. Let's see if they can take advantage of those type of screens. Gary looking for a shot, didn't like what he had there. And then we had Dejon Smith for pump fake. I really think Dejon Smith. We have Elijah Arnold open in the post, but I think Keaton would agree with me. I think we need to get Gary Money and Dejon going in order for our offense to kickstart.
They are the definitely big key of the backcourt.
Yeah, we're going to need them to step up. as Bryson Lane controls his offense. Gets it to Ryan Cutler. Ryan Cutler baseline drives. Open three out for Lane is no good. And
we need to start boxing out.
We're really going to need to check out. Make sure we get a body on somebody, and that's a foul on Gary Money.
Over the back.
And we're going to have a quick timeout with Coach Worstel. And you are watching HHS Telecom, and we will be right back after this short break.
This is me, and this is my teacher, Miss Heath. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also
And we are back.
We are back, and the score here still remains 9-0. Olentangy Orange with 4:09 left in the first quarter.
Let's see if Harding can get a defensive stop right here and then get some offense going.
Yeah, we're going to have Cutler inbound the ball, and they're going to get it to their playmaker, Bryson Lane. And he's going to get it to Luke
Gary
Ballinger.
is D'ing up really good right now.
Yeah, we're really going to need to see the defensive intensity step up a little bit because it's not looking too good. And it's a good drive by number 5, Andre Irvin, and another offensive rebound by Ballinger. He's really been killing us with that. That's a good block by Aiden Rich. As you can see, his leaping ability is definitely elite.
Yeah, right now we definitely need to start crashing the boards. They are killing us right now.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds have been killing us right now. Ballinger's pass is inbounded to Nick Brandon. Brandon gets it to Lane. Back to Irvin, to Cutler in the corner. Let's see where he can go with the ball here. Irvin's been playing really well right now. As another block by Aiden Rich. That's another great block.
See, right here, we need to pick up the pace.
Yeah, really get some energy going for us here. And Dejon Smith shoots a deep 3, and it's short. You know, I don't know if that's the shot we're looking for, but Bryson Lane gets it to Luke Ballinger in the corner. And rattles around the rim. And it looks like they're going to call Harding ball here. And some Orange fans are pretty upset with that call. And then
checking in is Darnell for Elijah Arnold.
Yeah, we have Darnell checking in for Elijah Arnold. Another big body for us. And here, let's see if Harding can get their first points of the game on this possession. We have Dejon Smith bringing the ball up. And also checking into the game was Wilson Baker for the Orange. Gary Mooney gets the ball down to Lane Stevens. And they're going to call Lane on a travel. And as you can see, before Lane traveled, he passed the ball to Gary Mooney and he made a 3. That's just the kind of first quarter it's been for the Presidents.
Can we please get some boards now, Harding? Please put a body on somebody.
And it looks like it's a switch up of defense. I think this is we're looking at more of a 2-3 zone. Yeah, we're looking at a 2-3 zone. Maybe try to stop the penetration from Bryson Lane. So I think that's a good coaching strategy by Don Worstel.
Yes.
Coach Worstel, a very good coach, as you guys can see. He has 2 Final Four appearances at his time at Bishop Reedy.
Okay, we got Dejon Smith bringing the ball down. Let's get some offense going.
Yep. Let's see. We get the ball to Lane Stevens in the corner. Lane has Dejon in the post. Maybe we're going to try to
double team.
The double team. And it's a shot by Gary Money. And it's no good again.
None of our shots are falling.
Another rebound by Nick Brandon. Brandon gets the ball to Bryson Lane as he penetrates. Gets it to Luke Ballinger. And another missed 3 by Luke Ballinger.
Luke Ballinger cannot hit a 3 right now.
Yeah, Luke Ballinger struggling on the offensive end. And Dejon, it's a good move. And he gets him a bucket. That's the bucket for Dejon Smith.
First score for Harding.
Yeah, we really needed that score.
It's 2-9 now.
And again, we have almost looks like a 1-3-1, but it's more of an extended 2-3. What would you call it, Keaton?
I think it's 2-3.
Yeah.
Because they're really killing him in the inside right now.
I think it's more of an extended 2-3 zone. So Orange is going to try to get in the middle of that to get him some buckets. And that's number 4, Wilson Baker with the missed free, and a great rebound by Gary Money. And it looks like it's going to be Harding ball as they call a foul on the Orange.
But definitely I agree with Don Worstel with that decision with the 2-3 because their outside game has not been beneficial for Olentangy right now.
I'd agree with that. And checking into the game is Sam Rankin for number 2, Nick Branyon.
And Tobias checked in for...
Tobias checking in the game for Aiden
Rich.
Let's see if Tobias can be that spark for our team right now. Dejan gets the ball to Gary. See Lane Stevens in the corner. Up to Darnell. Darnell looking for the open guy. Gary Money, good drive. No, and it's short. And,
Another rebound.
Bryson Lane takes it up for the Orange. And that's a good steal by Gary Money. And I think they're going to call a foul on Bryson Lane, and that's a great steal by Gary Money. As you can see, Gary had to make up for the missed shot on offense and then translating it back to defense. I like that effort.
Let's see if Harding can start getting into the paint. Well, it looks like there's substitution.
Yeah, we have another substitution. Andre Irvin checking back into the game for Bryson Lane.
All right, here we go. Dejan Smith with the ball again. He's really the only point guard for Harding right now.
Yeah, we are. He's really the only true point guard on the team. Wayne Stevens getting it back to Dejan. Dejan telling him to clear out, trying to get Gary matched up on a mismatch. And Gary will use his strength. And,
he's fighting for the rebound?
That's great effort. And
it's like,
I think we're going to have a foul called. And let's see who this foul is on because I'm not really too certain. And they're going to call it on Harding. And, that's a bucket Gary really needs to make.
Looks like it was on Darnell Forner.
All right, we're going to call that foul on Darnell, and that's his first. Again, Andre Irvin bringing the ball up. A little extended pressure now for Harding. As Orange break that pressure very easily. And possibly a charge. And that's a good charge attempt by Dejan Smith, and the ball will go back to the Presidents.
Who was that foul on again, Andrew?
I believe that foul was on number 4, Wilson Baker. And with 31 seconds left in the first quarter, Olentangy Orange leading 9-2. Let's see, maybe Harding, you think we're 1 shot or 2 shots here?
I think it's going to be a 1 shot. Don likes waiting for the last shot normally.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Worstel wants here. And I believe at the pace they're going right now, they're going for 1 shot. Yep. And Dejan Smith now calling a play with 9 seconds left. Let's see what he can do. Probably try to get him open in space. As you can see, a little baseline drift, and it's stolen by Andre Irvin.
That's the end of the first.
And
9-2 Olentangy.
That will be the end of the first with Olentangy Orange leading the Harding Presidents 9-2. Welcome back, everybody, to this Marion City Schools television. Here the game between Olentangy Orange and Marion Harding, with Marion Harding trailing the Orange 9-2.
We have a couple substitutions. Jacob Malone came in for Lane Stevens.
And right now we're really missing one of our key players. We're out with Mitch Myers right now.
Yes, he is a big contributor to the offense and getting rebounds. He's probably our really true big man.
Yeah, so we're really missing him today as we're getting out-rebounded. And that'll be a foul called, I believe, on number 12, Darius Butler.
But back with Mitch, he tore a muscle in his finger, so hopefully we can see him back in the next couple games because we definitely need him on the court.
We're definitely going to need him. And checking into the game for the Orange is Bryson Lane coming in for Wilson Baker. And Dejon Smith will take the ball out of bounds. And it's a good athletic play, right? That's a good quick play to a bucket for Aiden Rich. You know, that's a good quick play. Really get Harding going. Aiden just using his athleticism on
Looks
that
like
play.
Extended 2-3 still.
I think we're dropping back almost into a 1-3-1 now. And you know, one of the hard parts of running a zone is going to be rebounding out of it. So Harding's really going to have to worry about rebounding out of the zone. As,
Jacob Malone
gets the ball. And really nothing open. That's a good pass.
That's a
by
good
Jacob
cut by
Malone.
Dejon Smith with the bucket.
As Dejon gets the second bucket of the night. You know, that's really a good pass by Jacob Malone.
To think Jacob is only a junior.
Yeah. And that's another three by Bryson Lane. As Dejon brings the ball down the court. Let's see what he can get going for the offense.
And I think Dejon's the only starter that has not came out the game yet.
Yeah, we really going to need him as the only true point guard. He's really going to have to. And that's
a turnover by
Jacob Malone. And it'll be Orange ball. And then checking into the game is Nick Branyan for the Orange.
It looks like 21 Lane Stevens is checking back in for the game.
And he'll be coming in for Darnell.
Yes. We need Lane to get some rebounds, maybe put a body, because it looks like he's going to be the main big guy right now.
And he's definitely the strongest person probably on our team. I'm definitely out there right now, so he's definitely going to have to get some rebounds for us.
Yes.
And then I really like the matchup between Tobias and Bryson Lane. I think that'll be good for us.
Yes.
As Bryson Lane comes up short on a three.
As a long rebound, so.
Yep. That's another missed three by Sam Rankin. But another offensive rebound for the Orange, and that's really been the biggest factor in this game is the offensive rebounding right now. It's really killing Harding.
I thought that was a foul, but I guess not.
And then now we have Luke Ballinger taking the ball out. He called the jump ball was the call on the play. And I think they're going to call that an illegal screen. Yep. That's a good call. Really, that's a good call. It's a foul on number 5, Andre Urban. And it'll be President's ball.
Oh, and it looks like another substitution.
Another substitution is Ryan Cutler coming into the game for Andre Urban.
He is a 6'3" junior.
So, yeah, again, that's another story is the Olentangy Orange has 3 players over 6'2". So that's
looks like another foul call.
Yep.
Looks like that was on Tobias Reese.
Yep. So another foul, and the Orange gets the ball right back.
Gary Money's checking in for Dejon Smith. First
break for Dejon today.
Looks like Gary's going to be the main ball handler now.
Yeah, let's see how Gary Money can play the one on these next few possessions. And also, how long does Coach Worstel keep Dejon on the bench?
I don't know, because he's definitely the main point guard.
And a good attack by Bryson Lane. And that's just a good bucket by Bryson Lane. And Tobias will bring the ball up. So maybe Tobias at the one. It's a good pass. And did we get a foul called? And we do get a foul called as Aiden Rich will head to the line for the Presidents.
Looks like that foul was on Bryson Lane.
Let's see if Aiden can convert these 2 free throws. And that's 2 on Lane, and that's a big factor in this game. He has 2 fouls. He's trying to tell his coach to keep him in the game, but I think the coach is going to disagree with him and take him out in this one. As number 5, Andre Irvin, checks into the game. And also, new addition to the team this year, Zamir Anderson.
Just checked in for
Jacob Malone, and he's going to be a key addition to the team this year. Transfer from Gowan. We'll see if we can really use his athleticism for our advantage.
Well, he went 1 for 2 at the line.
Yep.
Aiden Rich.
And we have number 5, Andre Irvin, running the point. As a good drive by Sam Rankin, and that's a bucket for Sam Rankin. As Tobias will bring the ball up to the Presidents. So it looks like he made the switch of Tobias to the 1 instead of Gary, and what we were thinking about.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Good move by Tobias. Can he finish? Yes.
Wow.
Good bucket.
Now that was a highlight play for Tobias right there. Really made the kid fall on a jab step and went straight to the bucket.
Now he's locking up on defense right now.
We'll probably see that play later on his Instagram. But Olentangy Orange strikes right back with a 3 from Ryan Cutler. Now going back to that play, I don't think we appreciated that play enough, Keaton. That was a really great play.
Hard ball still.
But still Harding ball.
That was a really good move by it. Looks like Dejan's already coming back in.
Yeah, as we were talking, how long will Coach Worstel keep him on the bench? And the answer was not very long.
He's coming in for Aiden Rich.
And
John
we're going to have
a
timeout for Coach Worstel. And you're listening to Marion City Schools Television, and we will be right back after this short break.
And we are back.
And we are back in the game with 4:41 left in the second quarter, and Olentangy Orange leading 21-9.
Lane Stevens is taking the ball out for Hardin.
And actually, this was a short turnaround for Orange last night as they played a game and a win at New Albany. They got the win last night, traveled down to Marion, play the Presidents tonight. And we have Gary Money handling the ball. And he's really in a bind right now. And I think they're going to call a foul on number 3, Luke Ballinger, as he was all over Gary on that possession.
I think that was a good call by the ref.
And we're not. Are we in the bonus? We are in the bonus.
1-1 now.
So we're in the bonus as Gary will try to convert this 1-on-1 opportunity.
Gary is a good free throw shooter, so hopefully he can get these.
And it's good. The first free throw is made by Gary Money.
If he makes this next one, he can cut it down to a 10-point. And he can't.
No good. And Luke Ballinger secures the rebound. He gets it to his guard, Andre Irvin, as he will take control of the point guard. Bryson Lane is on the bench.
With those 2 fouls.
That could be key. I think Harding needs to take advantage of those 2 fouls that Bryson Lane has. And that could go either way. That could really either be a travel or that could be a foul. What did you think that was, Keaton?
I think it was a travel, but they called the foul on Tobias Reese, so he's going to the line.
There was a little contact down there, but we don't have our referee license, Keaton, so that's something we really can't control.
Yes.
As Luke Ballinger is stepping up to the line, his first shot is good.
See if we can get a box out, because last couple free throws have been getting offensive rebounds off of us.
That's a good point, Keaton. And the second free throw is up and good. And it looks like we have a substitution. We have number 12, Darius Butler, checking into the game for number 20, Sam Rankin. And number 2, Aiden Rich, coming in for number 4, Gary Money. And it looks like a little full court pressure here now for the Orange. And maybe try to speed up Harding and maybe get a few quick turnovers. And we have a pass going deep to Tobias, and that's a good play call. That's a really good play call by Coach Worstel.
That was a good pass by Lane Stevens.
He saw no one was back, so he's like, we're going to throw the long ball, and that's just the perfect Perfect coaching. And it's a missed
Good
layup.
rebound by Z.
That's a good rebound by Z.
Now we just need to push it up.
And Lane's going to control this possession. Back to Dejon Smith. Dejon, good move. A step back three. And it's good. That's a good three by Dejon Smith and gets the shot that the Presidents needed as they've cut this lead down to 8.
Tobias is really putting pressure on the point guard.
Gave up a baseline drive. And another good rebound by Lane Stevens. Lane Stevens looking to push it up as he has Aiden Rich. Oh, very good idea by...
That was definitely
the Harding crowd, and not a lot of people agree with that call, as they're going to say it's orange ball, but now the refs are discussing it. Maybe we can get a potential switch. And they're going to say Harding ball.
And the Harding crowd is really excited.
I think that was the correct call. I'm pretty sure it went right off his fingers, or Aiden would have caught it and put it up for an easy layup. Dejon Smith passing the ball out. Gets it to Lane Stevens. He'll hand it back to Dejon. That's a good drive by Dejon Smith.
Good step back. And it's in. I think Dejon has found his shooting right now.
And that's another bucket for Dejon Smith.
Cut it down to a 6-point.
Yeah, and it's only a 6-point lead for the Orange now as Harding's starting to get some momentum. And
let's see.
If that bucket stands, that's a really good bucket by Andre Irvin.
That's another foul on Tobias Reese.
And
that's his second.
I don't think they're going to count it, but that was a good finish by Mr. Irvin.
It looks like they are in the bonus too, so another one-on-one.
Irvin will shoot free throws. And when you look at this, the Orange coach is putting Bryson Lane back in the game with 2 fouls. He's going to have to be very careful. And if I'm Coach Worstel, I'm really attacking whoever Lane is guarding.
Looks like he's coming in for...
number 12, Darius Butler.
I would have to say Bryson Lane is probably the most key person for this team.
Yeah, and him with 2 fouls, I'd definitely try to attack him on the offensive end.
3 minutes left in this half.
And that free throw is good by Andre Irvin. Only a sophomore, only a 5'7" sophomore, and he's really been, I'd say, the number 2 guy behind Bryson Lane today. And the free throw
is good.
It's good.
Oh, look, it looks like a little contact by Z.
And we have Dejon bringing the ball up. Let's see if Dejon can get him another bucket. So if I'm Dejon right now, I'm thinking in my head, Bryson Lane has 2 fouls. Maybe we should try to attack him.
And I think he is. He's trying to get the post up right now.
So Lane, a good attack. Tito driving it in.
I think they're going to try to post Dejon up.
Yep, exactly.
Let's attack him.
That's a really good idea because, we're getting a little testy down there. And I think that foul call is going to be on Lane Stevens. But I think that's good coaching by Coach Worstel, trying to get Dejon down the post with Bryson Lane as he has 2 fouls.
1-1 still, so looks like
Nick Branyan will be at the line for the Orange.
First one is good.
And the first free throw by Branyan is good. And Coach Worstel making a sub, checking in for the Presidents.
Elijah Mullins.
Will be Elijah Mullins.
He's a 6'2" senior.
And he'll be coming in for Lane. And, that's another athletic addition that Coach Worstel added this year. And he's really grown as a player. I mean, back in this 7th grade, he was just starting basketball. And I wouldn't say he was a bad player, but he just didn't really know the game too well. Now he's grown into this really, really good, solid player.
Looks like they're bringing Tobias the one right now. Maybe post up Dejon again. Nope.
And let's see what Elijah can do on his first varsity experience. And that's a good drive by Tito.
Tobias.
That's a bucket. That's a good bucket. Tobias Thompson.
Oh, looks like they're bringing pressure.
Yep. As 2 minutes and 10 seconds remain in the second quarter, the score is 27-19, Olentangy Orange. And he gets it to Irvin, and Irvin will put up a 3, and it's short. But another offensive rebound, straight to Bryson Lane. Another offensive rebound. Harding really needs to check out. Another 3 by Irvin, and it's good. And the chance of a 4-point play for Andre Irvin.
He's having a game.
That kid is having a good game. Let's see if Andre Irvin can convert this 4-point game and really change the face of this game.
And he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, 5'7" sophomore, and he converts the 4-point play, making this an 11-point game.
Dejon's bringing it up.
Dejon Smith brings it up, gets it to
Well, we
Tobias.
see they switched Bryson onto Elijah.
Yeah, so maybe that's a good analysis, and it's a steal. And they're going to call a travel. And I think that's
carry.
Again, I think this is going to remain Harding basketball.
Yeah, so it looks like they put Bryson Lane on Elijah Mullins.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Bryson Lane out of foul trouble.
Out.
That's really what they're trying to do. And checking
Jacob Malone's about to come in.
Yeah, Jacob Malone will be checking into the game for Z. And number 12, Darius Butler will be checking into the game
for Bryson
Lane. You know, because Harding was really trying to take advantage of the 2 fouls on Bryson Lane. Jacob Malone gets the ball and gets it to Dejon Smith.
Tito with the ball.
Let's see what Tito can do with the ball here.
Aiden Rich.
And we're going to have a foul called on number 2, Nick Branyon. And Aiden Rich is going to go to the line to shoot some free throws, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity for him.
He's 1 and 2 at the line right now.
Would you look at that? Bryson Lane already coming back into the game.
Looks like Darnell Forney
and
coming for Dejon Smith.
Dejon getting him a quick breather.
Do you imagine Dejon will sit out for the rest of this half?
I assume so. Get him they might put him back in on a potential last offensive possession, but that's about all I'd see. As
the first one is good.
As Aiden Rich makes the first free throw. And you can see Bryson Lane for Olentangy Orange was only on the bench for about 10 seconds before coming back into the game. And the second free throw is good by Rich. Makes this a 31-21 game with 1:20 left in the second period as Bryson Lane brings the ball up for the Pioneers. As he shoots a 3, it's up and no good.
Good
rebound.
rebound.
Good rebound by Darnell. And
Tito pushing it.
Tito's pushing the ball. And Tito gets the ball to Jacob Malone.
Jacob Malone's going to
Jacob
pull
Malone
it.
is going to pull it, and it's going to be no good.
Tito with the good rebound.
And that might be one of the first offensive rebounds
I've seen
for Harding today. And Elijah Mullins will drive it in. And it's a good move by Elijah Mullins. And we were talking about the growth of him as a player, and that really just showed it right there.
Yes, indeed.
As this is a 31-23 game, now we're under a minute. And it looks like Orange is going to hold for the last shot on this one, as they're going to take their lead comfortably into the half.
See if we can get the pressure. Ooh, Aiden with the tip.
Yeah, Aiden is really lengthy up top. And, that's what Coach Worsley was trying to cause some havoc up there. And now,
with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, we have 15 seconds. Now we're maybe starting to look for a shot here for the Orange. And he gets it to Bryson Lane. That's a good jump stop. To number 11, Ryan Cutler.
Looks like they found
number 2, Nick Branyon in the corner.
And that's good.
That's just a perfect setup by the Orange. And that'll end the half from a 3 from Nick Branyon. And at the half, the score is 34-23, Olentangy Orange. And we will be right back. And you're watching Marion City Schools Television.
my teacher, Miss Heath. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also learned how to play well with others. I try to remember that everyone can win. And I listen before I talk. That makes working together a lot more fun. I know that balance feels best, so I remember to take care of myself. Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
And we are back.
And you are back at this production of Marion City Schools Television with the game between Olentangy Orange and the Marion Harding Presidents. And while we were at halftime, we talked to a few students and asked them what they think. And we had student Devin Mallory say that they need to be more aggressive and attack the basket more. And Gabe Detweiler saying there needs to be more rebounds, and we really just need to rebound better. So there's some points.
Offensive rebounds are really killing us right now.
So as we have a little bit of time here, we're going to announce the cheerleaders for Marion Harding, give them some recognition. So the varsity cheerleaders are Evelyn Abrams, Annie Bell, Heather Christian, Kirsten Daly, Alexis Hamlin, Kayla Moyers, Savannah Pennington, Faith Reed, and Jaden Smith. Those are your varsity cheerleaders this year. And starting with the tip, what do you think are the key factors we need to do and able to win this game today, Keaton?
Well, definitely start boxing out, but it's really hard when they're running the 1-3-1 because there's no box out and they're getting long rebounds and it's just killing us right now. But Dejan with the ball right now.
And I think we're going to need some key rebounds to get back into this game.
So do you think,
and we started Tito in place of Elijah Arnold to start the second half, and that's a good attack. We're getting Aiden Rich.
That was a foul on...
we don't know
I don't
foul
know.
Was on.
Yeah.
I think that foul was on Nick Brannion. But that free throw was missed by Aiden Rich. Let's see if he can convert the second one.
This is the third time at the line for Aiden Rich today.
Yeah, let's see if he can make this a 10-point game. Indeed, he does, as this is a 10-point game. And they get the ball to Irvin. And Irvin had a strong first half along with Bryson Lane. They really carried Olentangy Orange to this 10-point victory so far. And Nick Brannion dribbling the ball. Gets it back out to Irvin. And Irvin's shot was, I believe it was blocked.
And you see Harding went back to man-to-man.
Yeah,
no 1-3-1 anymore.
Yeah. And it'll retain Olentangy Orange ball.
So how much do you think Dejan will play the second half? Do you think he'll get any really breaks? Or
if I'm Coach Worstel, I'm not taking him out of the game, as he's the main ball handler, and he really does all the ball handling for Harding, as he is guarded by Bryson Lane. And, Dejan's defense also goes underrated.
Oh.
As I was just saying, his defense is really underrated, and he's really a good defender. And I guess this is going to stay orange ball. Coach Worstel and Coach Ellis don't like to call. And since we have a little bit of time, we could talk about the mastermind behind Harding basketball, and that's Coach Ellis, as he really does all the things he really behind the scenes that you can't see, all the planning and the plays and the scouting. He really does a lot that really need to be recognized, and that again is a foul by
Tobias.
And back to Coach Ellis, he's really just the mastermind behind the whole basketball, and I think he
really analyzes the game.
Yeah, he's a really smart guy. He's a calculus teacher here and also logistics teacher. He doesn't really get
the credit he should.
The credit he should of how much of a basketball mind he has.
And he's been with Don Worstel all of his basketball.
And that is a bucket by Nick Brannion. But yeah, those two have been together since really their Bishop Reedy days. And
I think since back in 2009, 2010.
Yeah, probably even before that. But let's see if Harding, it's a good attack. by Tobias, and and we're going to call that a jump ball. And
it's
that's
Olentangy.
orange ball, but that's a good attack by Tito, and that's just a bucket.
Well,
Tito
we need
has
to
to
do
make-
more of that, so that's good.
And
Looks like we're
looks
going to have a full
little
court
bit of
pressure.
A little bit of full court pressure, almost looking like a 1-2-2. Yeah, we're more of a 1-2-2 and extended. And it's probably going to drop back to a 2-3 zone. Oh, that's a
by
ball we
Aiden.
can get. And Olentangy Orange retains the ball. And Luke Ballinger will shoot a 3.
And it's good.
And, Luke Ballinger's a great shooter. Mental mistake by Harding to get Olentangy Orange the ball. But Luke Ballinger, a good shooter, really struggled in the first half. But now hits his first 3. Let's see. Maybe he'll get in the groove now for the Orange. It could be. It's not a good sight for Marion Harding.
I'm trying to get Bryson the ball right now.
Yep. And they get it to Irvin. Irvin backs it out as he has a very lengthy Aiden Rich on him.
I think Irvin's going to be the main person for them next year after Bryson graduates.
And that's a 3 by Nick Brandon, and it's no good. And a good
rebound by Aiden Rich.
Aiden Rich, way to be aggressive. Let's see if he's aggressive on this drive. And he slows it down.
Looking for
and
Tito.
As he's looking for Tito, as Tito has the big mismatch on him, as he's taking
That's a
advantage
good
of
move.
that, as he does. And that's
Good bucket.
Another bucket by Tobias.
And they're still doing the 1-2-2.
I like this. I really do. Because as you can see, Irvin is a smaller guard, and we have lengthy players like Aiden Rich and Tobias guarding them. So maybe we could.
Good rebound by Aiden again.
As he has Dejan ahead of him.
Hopefully he attacks right here.
Aiden, that's a good move by Aiden.
Good
Rich
move.
right there.
Good bucket.
That's a good hot step move.
I think this 1-2-2 is getting to Olentangy right now.
It's really getting in their heads, so that's a good thing for Coach Worsler and the team. As they break it pretty easily that time. As you can see, that kid. And I think we're going to have a foul call. And it's going to be called on Lane Stevens.
And I think that's his third today.
That's his third foul. I think they're going to call him for a push.
Yep. Looks like Darnell is going to come in for him, maybe.
Yeah, it could be a possible sub as Darnell checks into the game. And it looks like
he's checking in for Aiden Rich. I wonder who they're going to put.
And as the score remains 39-28, and we get the ball to Brandon. Brandon gets the ball to Ryan Cutler and gets back to Luke Ballinger. As Brandon drives baseline on Darnell, and that's a good, that's a good defense by Lane. It's really good defense by.
He might have tipped that a little bit going up.
He really just contested the whole shot. And
looks like there's a foul call. Let's see who it's on. On Darnell.
Well, they're going to call that foul on Darnell. And Brandon will be at the line to shoot 2.
And Harding already has 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes.
And Brandon's first free throw is good. And
Elijah Arnold
will be checking into the game for Lane Stevens. Elijah, he was mostly a JV player last year, but he's definitely going to be, with Mitch Myers out, he's going to have to play a bigger role for Harding this year. And another offensive rebound by Olentangy Orange, which is really been the key to this game. And that's a 3 for Ryan Cutler. It's in and out.
Good rebound by
Gary. Let's see if Gary can push the pace here.
Looks like he's going to bring it back out. Trying to trap.
And he broke it through the dribble. And they're going to call a foul. And I believe that foul is going to be called on number 2, Nick Brandon.
Gary is really good at using his speed to get out of those traps.
Yeah,
as you can see.
Gary has really got a lot faster over the summer.
Looks like Tito is going to take the ball out for them.
And checking into the game for the Orange is Darius Butler for number 2, Nick Brandon. Tobias will be taking the ball out for the President. And they're going to get the ball securely in with Dejan Smith as he sets up the offense. As you can see for Harding, they run an offense where there's a lot of screening happening. And you can really do anything off that screen. You can come flat off the screen.
Gary looks like
curl off the screen. That's a missed 3 by Gary Money, but that offense is really a good offense to run.
Good hustle by Tito, but looks like it's going to be orange ball.
As I was saying, just because of the amount of screening that there is in Coach Worsler's offense.
Yeah, he really likes that in his offense.
And Bryson Lane will bring the ball up for the Orange. Gets it to Irvin. Irvin gets it to Cutler. And that, possible steal. And Bryson Lane.
Bryson for the 3.
And, I think that's the shot. That's really the shot the Orange want.
And once again, they get another offensive rebound.
Man, that kid is quick off the dribble. I will give him that. As Andre Irvin draws another foul. And he will be at the line. Shoot 2. Oh, they're going to actually call it on the floor.
And that's
Jacob
Malone
4 fouls
for Tobias Reese.
That is 4 fouls on Tobias.
Man.
And that's not good for Harding, as he's been the main contributor along with Dejon Smith today.
Yes. So I see Dejon playing more, even if what he was, because now he doesn't have a backup point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Oh, that's a good block by Jacob Malone. And he has Jacob Malone up ahead. Let's see if Jacob Malone can finish this. As he does. And that's a nice touch by number 24, Jacob Malone, getting his first bucket.
And we brought it back down to a 10-point lead on Orange.
Yeah, let's see if Harding can get back into this game. Number 12, Darius Butler controls the ball.
And
back out to
three.
Irvin. And that's an open 3 for Irvin.
And it's in.
He's going to make that if you leave him that wide open, as he's proved today.
I think he has at least 15 points this game.
Yeah.
Like. I know he has at least 2 or 3 threes.
Darnell gets the ball to Dejon Smith. And that's an
in-rhythm
shot.
Right back.
That's a good in-rhythm shot for Dejon Smith. As he makes this game 33-42 with 3:25 left in the third. Irvin, miscommunication between Lane and Irvin right there for the turnover.
Looks like there might be another
sub. There's going to be a sub. That's number 20, Sam Rankin, will be checking into the game. It look like number 3, Luke Ballinger.
Luke has been getting a lot of offensive rebounds for Orange. So.
You know, he's realized maybe today's not his shooting day. You know, he's only had one made 3, and he's really just been a big factor on the offensive boards, really taking advantage of Harding.
And how tall is he?
Luke Ballinger is listed at 6 foot.
And he's using his
common
abilities.
Mm-hmm. As Gary tries to get the ball down there to Elijah Arnold.
Back over to Jacob Malone.
And Jacob Malone hits Darnell. And Darnell misses the layup. But
good rebound.
Corrals the offensive
and he finishes it.
And then puts it back up, and that's a good bucket by Darnell. He's staying with it. Staying with the shot.
They brought it to an 8-point lead.
That's good hustle by Elijah Arnold. Another of the plays that not everybody likes to do.
They're going to call foul on Orange. Bryson Lane, that is his
3rd foul.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout.
We're going to call a timeout for the Orange as they try to stop Marion Harding. And this is the Marion City Schools television broadcast, and we will be back right after the break.
We are back.
Hello, everybody. We are back. And
Harding has 35.
Broadcast.
Orange has 43.
And let's see what
Harding can do off this
timeout.
Dejon is bringing it up, of course, main ball handler.
And let's see what Harding can do in the rest of this third period. Try to make this a closer game.
With 2:40 left in the third. Looks like there's a lot of looking for Jacob, maybe.
Gary gets the ball to Darnell. Darnell gets the ball back to Arnold.
Back to Dejon.
Dejon gets the ball to Darnell. And Gary's really getting face guarded by number 20. They're trying to really stop Gary's penetration. And I think they're going to call that a kick ball violation, and it will remain President's ball. Looks like we have a sub. We have number 3, Luke Ballinger, checking back into the game, as maybe he sat out for
Elijah Mullins is about to check in for the Presidents.
And Elijah Mullins checking into the game.
For Gary Money.
It's a good substitution. He's Elijah's freshness off the bench.
And maybe to stop number 3 from getting rebounds.
Yep. Good athletic presence in there.
And got Jacob out here. See what he can do. Don't know. Looking for Elijah. And Elijah.
Good jab step by Elijah.
Needs the attack.
And he draws the foul as number 12, Darius Butler, gets caught reaching in on Elijah. And Harding will have the ball out of bounds with Dejon Smith passing it in.
Man, Dejon is really playing a lot of minutes for the Presidents.
Yeah,
today.
he's logging a lot of minutes today, that's for sure. As he gets Jacob Malone.
Jacob with the attack.
That's a good strong jump stop. And as he finds Elijah Arnold.
Maybe looking for a post up.
Yeah, really nothing for Elijah Arnold to do there.
Just really threw it up, hoping for a foul.
Yeah, as Bryson Lane picks it up, gives it, and a nice pass in the corner. And that's a missed three by Sam Rankin.
Ooh.
But again, Luke Ballinger hustling on the offensive boards. And
Gets him another possession.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That just takes away a possession from Harding, which could have been potential points. So
he is really saving them, giving them more possessions.
Yeah. Luke Ballinger's really doing the little things for the Orange today.
He noticed his offense is not there, so gotta find something else to do.
Number 14, Ryan Lewis checking into the game. We forgot to mention him. And Bryson will take control of the offense.
Yeah, Bryson has not been out this quarter yet.
Yep.
Still with 3 fouls.
The shot by Ballinger. And again, another missed three by Ballinger.
Dejon trying to bring it up.
And he gets it to Jacob Malone. And it's a good drive by Jacob. Really using his strength. And one bucket by Jacob Malone. That's a great bucket by him. Let's see if Jacob, a really good shooter. Let's see if he can convert this. Yeah, and that was a foul committed by Darius Butler.
Oh, Dejon
and we got some subs in the game. We have
Dejon just came out
checking into the game. And we also have Gary Money checking into the game
for Elijah Mullins.
So Dejon getting a quick break.
I imagine he'll sit out for this last minute in this third.
I bet Dejon will get to start in the fourth quarter. I can almost imagine that.
See if Jacob can get this, convert
this and one. And indeed he does. As we make this a 38-43 game with a minute 12 left in the third.
This is definitely a good quarter for Harding.
Yeah, they're starting to crawl back into this game.
Looks like Aiden Rich is about to come to the score table.
And that's a foul by Darnell. Not really a foul that you need. And it'll retain Orange ball.
Aiden is coming in for Elijah Arnold.
That's a good sub, getting some athleticism. We have a lot of good athleticism out there right now for Harding. I think with this last minute, I think he's really trying to use some good defenders to get some stops.
Fine.
Number 14 will shoot the ball. And that's good three. As Ryan Lewis' first shot is good for a three.
Bring it back up to 8.
As their lead falls back up to an 8-point lead. And Gary Money will bring the ball up.
Oh, yeah, with Tobias and Dejon out, it looks like Gary will be the main ball handler.
As Darnell gets the ball to Jacob Malone. And
Jacob
Malone, he was thinking about a three there. And Zeke gets the ball to Gary. As Gary has Aiden posted up. And that's a foul on number 20, Sam Rankin.
Probably a good foul on him because Aiden's really good on the post up.
And we have number 5, Andre Irvin, and number 4, Wilson Baker.
Oh, Dejon is coming back in already.
And I think this is more for an offensive possession.
Coming in for Jacob Malone.
Yeah, to get Dejon probably
hold for the last second shot.
Best offensive player on the team, probably get him in the game.
See what they do. They get to Dejon indeed.
Get it to Dejon with 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
I imagine they'll hold for this last second shot.
Yeah, and Harding will probably hold for the last second shot here.
Gary.
That's a good attack by and
Gary.
Actually, it's a good follow-up by Z. Those are the buckets that Harding needs as those effort buckets.
We're going to look for this last second shot right here.
That's a good follow-up. There's Andre Irvin, controls the ball, gets it to Wilson Baker. With 5 seconds to shoot, I don't think Wilson Baker knows. And we'll get a quick one. And it counts. And number 14, Ryan Lewis gets the buzzer beater.
40 Marion, 48 Olentangy.
And we'll be right back after this short message. You're listening to Marion City Schools Television.
TheLeaderInMe.org.
Great happens here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this Marion City Schools television production of the basketball game between Marion Harding and Olentangy Orange. Heading into the fourth quarter, the score is 48-40, Olentangy. And Keaton, how do you think Harding can pull off this game if they were to do so?
Well, we definitely need to start boxing out on getting some offensive rebounds and see the offense start attacking more. See if we can get maybe Lane Stevens back in the game to get his aggressiveness. But we'll see.
And that's an open shot for Z, and the bucket is no good.
It looked like he knew it was off. He was looking for the bounce back.
And we have number 5, Andre Irvin, controlling the ball. Back to Ballinger. Irvin, good pump fake. And that's a good move by Irvin as the bucket's in.
Back up to a 10-point lead for Orange.
You know, that kid has been impressive today. Only a sophomore standing at 5'7". He's really been playing over what his height says, and I like that. And
silly turnover.
Yeah, silly turnover. You know, just a miscommunication because, as I mentioned earlier in the offense, you can either go straight out or curl around it. And he curled around it, and Z thought he was going straight out. So just a miscommunication between two players as Irvin brings the ball up.
How long do you imagine Orange will keep Bryson out?
I bet they'll get him back in here in a few minutes. But Irvin's doing his fair share as he draws a foul. He's really been good at that all day.
Looks like that foul's going to be on Dejon Smith. The blocking foul.
Yeah, it'll be a blocking foul on Dejon. And
right
Bryson Lane already checking back into the game.
Spoke too soon. Bryson loaded back.
As he's checking in for number 20, Sam Rankin. Yeah, they didn't keep Lane on the bench too long. And number 3, Luke Ballinger will take it out, get it, and then we'll get it another nice inbound play, and that's a bucket for Bryson Lane. You know, that's just a good inbound play.
Their backcourt has really been their offense today.
That's number 2, Aiden Rich, controlling the ball as he gets Gary Money. Gary Money dribbles it back up. And Dejon Smith, let's see if he can do off his screen, and he gets it. That's a good pass by Nardell. Good. One more, just maybe a little better pass, and that could have been a shot for Gary Mooney as he gets it back to Z. Z's eyeing the post up. It's a double team, and Aiden didn't see it coming, but he draws the foul anyway.
Almost got the bucket.
And Aiden Rich will go to the line again for the Presidents.
It's 4th time today. Looks like Tobias and Jacob Malone's about to check in for the Presidents.
Aiden's first free throw is up and good.
And Dejon.
And checking into the game is Jacob Malone for Z.
And Lane Stevens coming to the scores table checking in.
Tobias checking in for Dejon, and Lane Stevens checking in for Darnell.
I imagine Dejon will only be out for like a minute or two.
Yeah, he'll definitely get his short break and be back on. As Aiden Rich attempts his second free throw, and it's up, and it's good. And then he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Let's see if Lane can get some defense going, because this is the first time being back in since the beginning of the third.
And he gets the ball to Bryson Lane. And that's a good attack by Bryson Lane, and no foul called. And Jacob Malone will control the ball as he gets it to Lane Stevens. And that's a good drive by Lane.
He's using his strength.
And that's a good bucket by Lane Stevens. And that's the Lane Stevens we've been looking for today. Really using his strength. Have maybe the slower defender on him, and he goes right by him. And that's really what we want to see. And Irvin, a good pump fake. And he just falls short as Aiden Rich controls the rebound. He gets it up to Tobias. Tobias thinking about maybe a shot there. And indeed he does. And Tobias playing a really good game right now.
Yes.
As the score is 46-52.
He is the point guard right now.
Luke Ballinger controls the ball. Gets it inside. Back to Irvin. Irvin uses the screen. He's thinking about a shot. Gets it in the corner to Wilson Baker. And Wilson Baker's three is off. And another good rebound by Lane Stevens as he gets the ball to Aiden Rich. As he controls
can do right now. Passes off to
Jacob Malone in the corner. And, that's a shot that would have been huge for Harding if that would have went in. And Bryson Lane gets it to Luke Ballinger. Luke Ballinger will shoot it. And again, he's off. But the offensive rebound is grabbed by number 4, Wilson Baker. Back out to Andre Irvin. And, that's a good Wow. That's a great
He kind of reminds me of a Kyrie Irving.
That's a great bucket by Andre Irvin. That kid has been special today. He's really stepped up. That's a really good up and under move.
His play style is kind of like Kyrie.
I guess he's probably not there yet, but he's only a sophomore, so the kid definitely has some talent. As the shot is missed by Rich, and it's rebound crowd by Wilson Baker. And I think they're going to call a foul. I believe that foul is going to be called on Gary Money. And it's going to be 1-1 for the Orange. Number 2, Nick Branian, is checking into the game for number 14, Ryan Lewis, who played some good quality minutes in this game. As we are at the 4:40 mark, the score remains 54-46 Orange, as we have Wilson Baker at the line shooting 1-1. First free throw is good. Baker's second free throw attempt will be up and good.
It goes back up to
making this a
10-point
10-point game, and the Orange coach
timeout.
is going to call a timeout. And again, this is a Marion City Schools television broadcast, and we will be back.
We are back.
And we are back at the Olentangy Marion Harding game, as the score is 56-46 with 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. So, Keaton, what do you think Harding has to do to be able to win this game with 4:40 left?
Well, please get a body on number 3. He is saving the Orange on the offensive side.
You know, his play is really, offensively, his stats won't be very good, but
he's doing the little things.
And those really win football games and basketball games as well.
Jacob with the ball.
As we're on that topic, wise words. Shout out to Coach Slater. As you know, the little things. He always used to tell us little things win ball games, and that's really being shown right now with the rebounding. As Tito controls the ball.
With Dejon sitting out.
Yeah, with Dejon sitting out. Maybe Coach Warsaw can get him back in the game. And that's a good drive by Jacob Malone. Good pass.
Lane using his strength.
Good Lane using his strength.
Oh,
the bucket
just can't
doesn't
go
fall.
in.
You know, those are baskets we really need to fall.
I'm really surprised Worcester was keeping Dejon out this long.
Yeah, you know, we really need to get... I think Dejon, you can see his reaction on the bench. He'd love to get right back into the game, as Bryson Lane will bring the ball up for the Orange. Bryson Lane retains possession, and he takes Tobias right to the basket as he gets...
He is having a game. Tobias, the main ball handler right now.
Yeah, right now, as he's stuck... As he's gets the ball to Lane Stevens. Back out to Gary Money.
Oh,
and that's a good slip by Lane.
Can he finish?
Lane, you know, that's a good strong move by Lane. Maybe he can convert and make both these free throws to make this a 10-point game.
I would like to see Lane maybe go straight up with that.
Yeah, you know, maybe not even like the hesitation. Maybe just go straight up with it.
Yeah, with the left hand.
Because if he goes straight up, he's either getting fouled either way.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, he'll probably get fouled.
They're trying to go for that block anyway. Let's see if he can get his first free throw.
And
it's not good.
And the free throw is off the back iron.
Oh, Dejon is back in the game for Tobias.
Tito, and, you know, Tobias and Dejon have really been the two main contributors for Harding today. So I don't, you know, maybe we should keep them in at the same time, but
I could see Tobias coming back in
maybe
pretty soon.
Him coming back in the game later.
Lane's
second free throw is
good.
made, making this a 58-47 game with 3:40 left.
And Bryson
Lane bringing the ball up.
I don't know if he's been out this whole fourth quarter yet.
Probably not. And Bryson Lane,
another
good bucket.
He's carrying them on the offense right now.
That's a great pull-up by Bryson Lane. And Dejon really trying to pick up the pace as he knows his team's down and he needs some quick buckets.
With a good attack.
That's a good attack. And
kick
straight
out
to Jacob Malone. And, you know, as Jacob Malone, you know, he's a great shooter. He really needs to make those shots for Harding and be able to win this game.
That was a good foul by Dejon to stop the fast break.
Mm-hmm. You know, those are smart things that, you know, you learn watching the NBA. You see those clear path fouls every once in a while. just stop them before they can actually get an easy bucket in transition.
Let's hope he misses this one-on-one chance.
Yeah, but I mean, what I've seen today from Irvin was we'll see, but I don't really think he's going to miss these.
Yeah, me either. And that's
Yeah,
good.
and his first free throw was good.
Really, him and Bryson have been the main offense.
Yeah, those two have really impressed today.
Second one's up.
Irvin's free throw is good.
Looks like there is a sub.
And he's going to check. They're going to check in Wilson Baker for Andre Irvin as Irvin takes a seat.
I imagine he'll only be out for a minute max.
Yeah, maybe get him back in later into the game, as Dejan's going to let the ball roll so the clock doesn't start. But Dejan's going to have to get something going for him and his offense here soon.
Gary with the ball. I really would like to see Gary attack a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, but we're going to need some big shots here if we want to have any chance of winning this game. And that's
Aiden's
a good rebound by Aiden, and he gets back to the line. You know, Aiden's been huge at the line, and this is his fifth time at the line today.
Is.
You know, he's really been getting to the line a lot. Let's see if Aiden can convert here.
First one's up.
And his first free throw is no good. And he will try for his second. With 3 minutes left, the score is 62-47 Olentangy Orange.
No good at the foul
Second
line.
free throw is no good, and there's a foul, and the ball will go towards the Orange way.
So what do you think Harden needs to do in this last 3 minutes, maybe to come back?
I would just like to see a lot of effort. You know, don't give up. You know, the game's not entirely over. Just give a lot of effort.
Oh, I like the full court press.
And
maybe force a timeout right
Force
here.
a timeout, exactly. You know, just show a lot of effort, and you know, effort can go a long way. So I really like that. And we will be back right after this short break, and this is the Marion State Schools Television.
Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
We are back.
Welcome back, everybody, to this game between Olentangy Orange and Marion Harding, as the score is 62-47 Orange, with about 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Harding's going to put this pressure on them.
I think you have to almost at this point. You have to maybe watch the Orange trying to go deep here. As you can see, number 2, Nick Brandon, going deep.
He still went deep.
And a tall number 11, Ryan Cutler, goes
Good
deep.
steal by Jacob.
That's a great steal by Jacob.
I like
Malone.
the effort. You're talking about the effort, and it happened.
You know, that's a shot Dejan Smith has to take,
on.
and it's good. And you know, that's what Dejan Smith has been doing this whole game.
The timeout with Harding,
and
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back after this short break. Thank you.
And we are back.
After the short break. And this is, again, the Marion State Schools Television production with Harding High School Telecom.
And Orange is up with 12 right now with 2:40 left.
Yeah, 2:47 left in the game. Olentangy Orange is up 62-50 in this fourth quarter. With the Orange ball, we're seeing some full court pressure here.
Let's see if there's some effort with Jacob getting another steal maybe.
And, you know,
going long
to number 2, Nick Brandon. As you do in those man-to-man court pressures, you try to go long, you know, because you can really beat them off the long ball. You know, that's good. You know, that's a foul by Gary Money.
And it looks like
seems
Orange's
pretty-
plan is to hold the ball.
Yeah. And,
like-
that's going along, again, what we spoke upon earlier is the shot clock. Should there be a shot clock in high school basketball?
I think so because they can just hold the ball for 3 minutes.
And, exactly. I agree with you there, Keaton. Like, maybe just even like a 35-second shot clock.
So they can get ready for college maybe, say if they're prospect to go play college.
And also, it could really turn around a game. You can just hold a ball nowadays for 3 minutes, and that's a good drive by Jacob Malone. And
Just
maybe
can't finish,
and that's a good rebound by number 4 Wilson Baker, as Luke Ballinger. Oh, that's a good steal. What do we got here? And I think we have a foul on number 2, Aiden Rich. That was good. That was good on-ball defense by Gary Money and Aiden Rich, but with 2:23 left, there's really not much left you can do. And again,
like a sub coming in.
Yeah, we have a sub, number 12, Darius Butler, going to check into the game for the Orange.
So what do you think about the shot clock?
Yeah, we keep mentioning the shot clock. I mean, maybe even it's like a 35-second shot clock. I think that could really change the whole game. And I think it'd be better for basketball because basketball, the beauty of basketball isn't just holding the ball. It's, the fluent offenses and everything. I think that would be more attractive to the eye of a person watching the game.
I agree. Looks like Tobias Reese is checking in for Lane Stevens.
And, we said we want Tobias back into the game. And sure, indeed, he is coming into the game.
Yeah, since Dejan and Tobias have been the main offense for Harding.
Yep. And number 3, Luke Ballinger will shoot his second free throw. And it's no good. But again, another offensive rebound. And, that's been the story of this game is the offensive rebounding by the Orange.
They have heart and grit to get these rebounds.
I agree with you there.
They're looking like they're going to try to hold for this last 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to hold the ball for these last 2 minutes and make people foul.
I imagine it's going to be Bryson or...
And Dejan picks up the foul, and that'll take Andre Irvin, the kid that's really stepped up today to the line. That's Dejan's 3rd foul. So we'll see, and we have number 35, Elijah Mullins, going to check into the game here soon, as Irvin's free throw is good. Let's see who Elijah checks in for. And he's checking in for Aiden Rich.
Maybe try to get some rebounds.
I think Coach Worcel's philosophy right now is try to get some threes. Put some 3-point shooters in. I say we have a lot of guys that can do that in the game right now. So I think that's going to be his philosophy. As Olentangy takes a 15-point lead with 2 minutes left. But I just like to see the effort of Harding in these last 2 minutes.
Yep, they're looking for Jacob Malone
in the corner.
No good.
And Jacob Malone's been known as a great shooter, but today,
not falling today.
Today his shots just are not falling. And we'll see that later into the season. The shots will fall, and Coach Worcel knows that. And Andre Irvin, I think it's a shot blocked.
That's a good block
by Elijah Mullins. Really showing some athleticism right there. I like that. And number 3, Luke Ballinger, will take the ball out for the Orange.
He's really been impressive on the rebounds today.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, Wilson Baker, corrals the ball back to number 3, Luke Ballinger. As you see, he's just dribbling the ball out, and the Orange know that they have this game pretty much wrapped up. That's a good pass by Bryson Lane to Darius Butler for the finish. A minute 20 left. Harding down by 17. Let's see if we can get a bucket here.
So what do you think went wrong for Harding today?
I'm going to have to say it's the offensive rebounding. There's a lot of players that showed a lot of toughness tonight, and a lot of good shot selection, just like that from Dejan Smith as he gets another bucket. Him and Tobias showed a lot of maturity tonight, getting a lot of good buckets, but I think it was more of the offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
And after this game, I'd love to go down to the score table and see the offensive rebounding numbers, because I bet it's just wild. Bryson Lane and Andre Irvin will dribble the ball out. Will Coach Worcel choose the foul?
No, I think he's just going to let them.
I think we're just going to see some aggressive defense as Gary Murray does choose the foul. And we have some new subs coming into the game for the Orange. We got Nate Hoeing coming into the game. Sam Rankin going to be checking into the game. And Jordan Bethel going to be checking into the game. And also for Harding, as he's putting some players in, He's going to
Like
put number 32, Ja'Kai Henderson, in. And Z will also be checking back into the game for the Presidents. As there's some mass subbing. And I really think number 10 and number 5, Bryson Lane and Andre Irvin, deserve that applause from Olentangy Orange. They played a very, very
I would like to see how many points they have combined.
Yeah, they've really stepped up tonight, and they played a great game, those two. You know, that's going to be a good backcourt.
The whole season.
In the state of Ohio. As number 3, Luke Ballinger, attempts the first free throw, and it's no good.
His offense just has not been there today.
Yeah, but it's really been his offensive rebounding that's really been there for him today, as he's doing the little things right. And his second, and it's a good rebound by Ja'Kai Henderson. He gets the ball to Dejon Smith. He'll try to get some points up on the board for him. The score again is 52-67 with 30 seconds left. And Ja'Kai Henderson will go straight to the basket and be aggressive, which I like to see, and that's a bucket for Ja'Kai Henderson.
Maybe they should have played him a little bit earlier. Or?
You know, he's a JV guy, but you know you can't really see for sure. And that's another foul by Jacob Moore. I didn't really know if that foul was necessary, but yeah, I don't really think he meant the foul, honestly. As number 4, Wilson Baker will head to the line for the Orange.
First free throw is up.
And good. Wilson Baker's first free throw is good. And later tonight, the Ohio State Buckeyes will take on Northwestern. And hopefully next time we're talking, we'll be talking about Ohio State possibly in the playoffs. Keaton, how do you feel about that?
Oh, we got to play the full game like we did against Michigan. So hopefully the defense shows up.
An impressive win against Michigan last week. Impressive. And as Jacob Mullen tries to get a shot up in these last 3 seconds of the clock. And, I spoke too soon. As Quave Booker does not like that the clock is not running right now. And there's 1.5 seconds, and Ja'Kai will get up a last shot, and it'll be no good. And that's going to be the conclusion of this game and this broadcast. Final score, 69-54. Olentangy Orange defeats Marion Harding.
We're signing off. Again.
My name's Andrew Brazell.
My name's Keaton Hipsher, and we'll see you.
And this is Marion State Schools television broadcast, and we'll hope to see you next time.